So we are headed to a brand new lake that I've never seen before.
Quarter mile, turn right onto Access Road.
Hear my girl telling me where to go. But I had to come up here to North Carolina, and I was looking for a place to dump my boat in for a little while and see what it's all about. Could be good, could be bad. To a place I've never been to before. I'm at Lake Norman in North Carolina. Never seen it, never been on it. And I got about 3 hours to fish, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. So you'll get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. I might not catch them. I might catch a couple. It's somewhat like home at first glance. It's got lots of points and rocks and little flat points, stuff like that. And it's got spotted bass in it, so that helps me point me in in the right direction. So I'm gonna take some of the same stuff that I use at home, put it to work out here, and see exactly what I can come up with in 3 hours. I think on a lake that I don't know of, my goal today is to try to catch 3 bass. 3 hours, that's a bass per hour. I don't care what size he is. I just want to see if I can catch 1 bass per hour. It's a good goal. Let's see if we can get it done. Let's go start off on some of these islands. Let's go start off on some of these islands and long points and fan cast that swim bait. The swim bait in that top water till I see some. If there's spotted bass here, if there's any kind of brush pile or anything, there's gonna be fish on these long points and humps for sure. I mean, I don't have to worry about that. There's gonna be some spots. In the fall time, there's gonna be spots hanging around any type of offshore structure. They love to live offshore. That's where they thrive at. They're strong swimmers, real fast fish, sight oriented. We got fairly clear water, even though it's turning over. The water's turning over. I'll show you how you know. One of the best indicators of fall turnover, you see that? The suds in the water, it looks like soap or foam. Anytime you see that foam in the water like that, it's a good indication the water's turning over. No booty. No booty. There's no booty. Alright, so all I'm throwing is, I got a top water. I've got a same swim bait that I talk about non-stop. Got a little finesse swim bait on. I'm going to use that today. And I got a drop shot. Got my drop shot with the same bait that I use at home. Right there. Got him on. And I'm going to throw, also kept a spinner bait tied on. Just because spinner baits rock. Got my spinner bait just because it's fall time. And spinner baits get it done in the fall time. So let's go, see what we can find. Get it done. I didn't want to catch. I just wanted to catch 3 here. We definitely caught us a couple fish. No big ones, but we're catching fish. Giants! All right, here we go. We don't have much time, so we got to fish like extremely fast. So we're just going to hit as many of these points as we can until I got one falling down. There's a couple on it. Got it. Oh, missed him. I missed him. They followed it down. They didn't get it. Some schooling out there. Let's ease out there. Get it. Got him. Got him. All right. We got one. All right. There we go. There's one. We saw him come out there schooling out here in like 30 foot of water. Pull out there with a top water. I was out there threw my top water out and got one the first cast. That's not a big one, but we said we were catching just 3. Not a big one. I didn't say how big they were gonna be. That's one. got him. He is. But we got him. All right, that's him. We got him. We got our 3 fish an hour. I did not promise what size, but we got him. Awesome, man. Just throwing that little swim bait over the points. Some under the boat. There he is. Got another one. Dropped down on the graph and caught him. Another one. We exceeded our expectations. There's a few more down there. Again, that's not a big one. We just said we were going to catch fish today. We didn't say how big. There's some brush piles. I marked a few brush piles on this little long island / point you got coming out here, and I kind of have an idea where those brush piles are. And the first thing I'm going to do before I actually get my boat over the top of it is fan cast either this topwater bait or my swim bait over the top of it. And you'll be surprised, you can draw those fish even with a 3-inch swim bait. You can draw those fish up, you know, out of 20, 25 foot, you know, home 30 foot, 40 foot. You can draw them out of those brush piles. They're actually using that as an ambush point, and they actually, you know, you can pull them up. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Uh-oh, that's a good one. Good one. Finally got a good one. Oh yeah. All right. We caught more than what we expected today. A little spotted bass on my drop shot. Saw him on the graph. I dropped it down on this same point that I fished with the swim bait. I just kind of stuck my time here. I got another nice little spotted bass. Cool deal, dude. We're catching something. So that's it. We'll call it a day. We'll call that a success. I got to get back and get my wife, but that was a pretty cool trip. We had 3 hours to get out here and figure out something on a lake I've never been to before, never seen, and took a couple baits that I have confidence in and I fish at home, and caught a couple fish in the process. So that shows you it can be done. A lot of people think you need like a lot of inside knowledge to go to some place you've never fished before and get out there and catch fish, but honestly you can kind of apply some of the just basic fishing knowledge that you learn wherever you fish, and apply that where you go, and you still can catch fish. So I mean, this is the exact same thing I've been doing at home for the last 2 months, is going around to a lot of the creek mouths and where, you long points that intersect into river channels, creek channels. Look for any kind of inconsistency or brush or bait fish or anything like that. And this time of the year, as long as you've got food, you got a little bit of deep water, there's going to be bass there. And of course, it always depends on the species. You know, this is spotted bass. It's a largemouth. Of course, you probably would fish a little bit shallower. But being that we know that it's spotted bass here, just take some basic knowledge that you know about spotted bass and how they move and what they do, and you just transcribe that to wherever you are. And most likely, not all of the time, because there are no guarantees in fishing, most likely it will work to some extent. So, cool deal. Makes me excited. This is what I love about fishing, is figuring it out.